Hello everyone, you're on the Player Review channel. In this video, we have a fiery showdown between attacking playmakers who also double as wingers, boasting incredible dribbling, passing, shooting, and most interestingly, unique body types. Which one is better? Foden for 1.5 million coins in an SBC or Messi, costing over 2 million but available on the market? Let's find out. Phil Foden has a unique body type, standing at 171 centimeters. He has an explosive acceleration type and 4+4 in skill moves and weak foot. For chemistry style, we recommend Hunter or Hawk. His playstyles include Finesse, Pinged Pass, Whipped Pass, Trickster, First Touch, Flair, Technical Plus, Quick Step, and Trivela Plus. Foden possesses the Playmaker ++ role in the cam position, as well as inside forward on the right flank. Additionally, he can also play as a left inside forward, which is valuable given his Trivela Plus. Let's dive straight into the card's strengths, as there are plenty. First, there's a solid burst of speed and decent pace over distance. Second, Trickster, insane ball control on the left stick and R1. Third, his lethal Trivela shot with his left foot. Another advantage of this card is its versatility, meaning it can be effectively used in various positions and roles. Foden performs admirably as both a cam and a winger, especially as a left inside forward. And indeed, the left inside forward role feels like a natural fit for the left-footed Englishman, particularly with his Trivela Plus. You might argue that the Manchester City player lacks the ++ role in this position, but trust us, that's not critical, and he positions himself well both in the box and on the edge of it for Trivela shots. For this role, or any other for that matter, his Technical Plus playstyle is a major asset. It allows him to weave through defenders, breaking into the box, or even the 6-yard area. In this example, note the speed of his animations while dribbling with R1. As you can see, Foden is incredibly sharp. Foden will delight players who avoid using skill moves but adore ultra-agile players. Thanks to Technical Plus and his left stick control, he is among the most nimble players in the game. Moreover, activating Trickster lets you thoroughly confuse opponents. And let's not forget that this card stands apart from its previous version due to the highly beneficial Trickster playstyle. Beyond Trickster, there's also his Trivela, which warrants a closer look. While there's nothing groundbreaking to say here, this playstyle remains incredibly valuable for those who don't use time finishing, or don't always hit it perfectly as seen in this example. As we know, the Trivela playstyle also extends to passes. Take note, in this moment, Foden delivered a pass with his weaker foot using a Trivela animation. Speaking of passing, Foden has only a silver level pinged pass, which, while not outstanding, suffices for sharp passes into the box. That said, let's be honest, following the latest patch, all players can now make similar passes even without the playstyle. Therefore, pinged pass can't really be considered a major advantage for Foden, especially at the silver level. However, this also works to his advantage. For instance, Foden can make passes like these without having the lobbed pass playstyle, even when facing away from goal. Or execute these kinds of through balls, again, without the playstyle. But note that such passes will only succeed in open spaces. The same goes for incisive passes. For example, here Foden executed an excellent pass into open space using his weaker foot with 4 stars. Or in this moment, he made a nice switch to the opposite flank, positioning himself correctly for the pass. However, when it comes to more delicate through passes, things get tricky. Such passes tend to have poor trajectories. When discussing flank play instead of a cam roll, Foden benefits from decent speed boost and distance pace. However, his speed is sometimes lacking, and his speed boost is relatively short and not especially explosive. Even so, Foden does well to exploit open spaces, but again, why run when you can shoot? Indeed, beyond his Trivelas, he also has excellent long-range shots with his left foot. Additionally, note the sharp animation of his shots and the ball's high speed. But let's emphasize once more, Foden rarely outruns defenders due to his lack of rapid and a somewhat weak physical build. And if defenders don't catch up to him, they simply push him off the ball because of his lean body type. That said, Foden is far from useless on the wing in an inside forward role, whether on the left for Trivelas or the right for his silver level finesse shots. That's why we chose Hawk to maximize his long-range shooting. However, note that such finesse shots only consistently go in with the precision setting, as even time finishing isn't always enough to score goals like these. In summary, this card has obvious shortcomings, weak physicality and lack of distance pace. It also lacks the incisive pass playstyle, and the absence of skill moves is subjective. If you don't use them and prefer classic maneuvers with the left stick, this card is for you. Foden is incredibly agile, which is arguably the card's main strength, more so than its Trivela or other attributes. Is he worth his price? Honestly, probably yes. Of course, you could get this card from the market for nearly half the price, but that version lacks the highly beneficial Trickster and Trivela playstyles. It also doesn't have the inside forward role for left winger, making Foden's SBC expensive but justifiable, especially given packs, upgrades, and so forth. Can we recommend this SBC? Yes, but to be transparent, we expected a little more from the card than we ultimately got, especially when the next player in our review came along and proved he's still one of, if not the best, cams in the game. We rate Phil Foden 8.7 for card quality and remind you that detailed ratings will appear in our Twitter tomorrow. For the cost of the SBC, the card gets 8 points. As you know, in EAFC 25, the rewards for the Weekend League are awesome, which means that the game has become much harder to play. Our boosters will help you to get the best rewards. Write in, because the number of spots is limited. And don't forget that we also sell coins at a cheap price. All links in the description. Now onto Lionel Messi, who has a unique body type, standing at 169 centimeters. He also has an explosive acceleration type and 4+4 in skill moves and weak foot. For chemistry style, we recommend Hunter as the most suitable option. His playstyles include Finesse, Dead Ball, Tiki-Taka, Incisive Pass, Technical Plus, Quick Step, Battery, and Trivela. In terms of roles, the Playmaker ++ role for the cam position deserves special mention, as that's where Messi truly shines. Let's start with speed. Surprisingly, Messi's speed boost is more explosive, allowing him to accelerate away from opponents faster over short distances. Additionally, in this clip, note not only the explosive burst but also the confident finish with his weaker right foot, although Foden's weak foot is excellent as well. That said, Messi's distance pace is lower. However, for a playmaker role, this isn't a significant disadvantage. What's more important? That's right, passing, especially incisive passes. Messi has the golden level incisive pass playstyle, which remains crucial for the playmaker role, whether in midfield or, more importantly, as a cam. The hallmark of such passes, and particularly Messi's, is their precision. For example, take a look at this clip. Pay attention to where the left stick is aimed. It seems obvious that the opponent will intercept the pass, but at the last moment, Messi delivers the ball beneath the player, showcasing the value of this playstyle. Foden could never do this. In another instance, note Messi's top-tier left stick control, which is at least as good as Foden's. Also, observe where the left stick is aimed and how Messi delivers a pass along the perfect trajectory for his teammate. Although to be fair, this is Messi, so his passing often defies logic. Speaking of left stick control, Messi's feels even better than Foden's. There's a certain softness and finesse reminiscent of Johan Cruyff. When it comes to shooting, Messi's strikes are just as impressive as Foden's or anyone else's, so finishing in the box was never an issue. Likewise, his long-range Trivelas are fantastic. However, unlike Foden, time finishing is necessary, even with the precision setting. As we recall, Messi also has silver-level finesse playstyles, which allow him to curl shots into the far corner from outside the box. Returning to Trivelas, let's once again highlight the usefulness of automatic animations in the box, enabling Trivela shots to trigger independently for even more power. Interestingly, Messi was also tested in a striker role. Yes, he lacks specific roles for this position, but it's available, and he's more than effective in this role. The Argentine positions himself well and makes intelligent runs. Plus, his near-perfect passing often aids in attack. Still, it's a shame he wasn't given the false 9 role. That said, as mentioned earlier, Messi is an almost perfect cam playmaker and should primarily be used in this role. And yes, he performs far better in this role than Foden. You might argue that Foden is better suited to the flank, but even there, he lacks pace. As for Messi, he was also tested on the wing, but he is far less effective in this position. Looking back at Messi's previous version, which we also tested, it lacked the battery playstyle present in the new version, as well as the playmaker role and the golden level incisive pass, which are crucial. If you're a fan of Messi and can fit him in as a cam, feel free to buy him. And if you have enough coins, opt for the new version. It's truly outstanding. If you have any questions or need a comparison of the reviewed players with your own, leave a comment. We'll try to respond quickly. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to catch all our reviews and comparisons promptly. We rate Messi 9.2 for card quality and remind you that detailed ratings will appear in our Twitter tomorrow. For market cost, the card gets 8 points. Thank you for watching to the end and see you in the next video.